Mike Rich for you on Damian. After you had 25 in the first half, it seems like they keyed more on you in the third quarter. Were you just looking to feed the ball because of that defensive pressure a little bit more?
I mean, the first play of the game, coach tried to run a flare. I came off the flare, and Bogut was right there, and then we got a foul call. As soon as that happened, I knew that they had talked about being more aggressive on me. And the next couple of pick and rolls, I called guys up just to see what type of coverage they would be in, and I saw that they were being more aggressive. And at that point, that's when I had to trust hitting that guy in the middle and making those plays to the weak side. And guys finished. Ed had some good finishes. Mace had some good finishes. CJ was a lot of times he was the guy on the weak side getting the swing, or it was Chief, and they made shots. So they decided to kind of lock down on me, and I just made the right plays. And guys stepped up and made shots.
Damian, how satisfied were you with the way you guys bounced back from game two, especially considering that you had that lead late in that game?
I was really happy with the way we played. We came in saying that they're a fast starting team, and it was important for us to have a good start to the game and remain locked in on both ends of the floor, understanding that they can make shots and run off on you at any given time. So we just had to understand what happened last game and try to stay sharp for the whole 48 minutes this game. And when it came to that time, we stepped it up. We played more physical. I thought we were an aggressive team on both ends of the floor down the stretch, and we pulled it out.
Dave, when Rook is making shots like that, how much does it open up your guys' offense?
It helps a lot, just because it's easier to make that play. Sometimes when we aren't making shots, I got a tendency to say, all right, I'm going to try to go score. I'm going to try to make a shot, and a lot of times it might be a tough shot, a low percentage shot. So when I'm seeing him making that shot over and over, I'm welcoming that double team, and I'm going to hit that guy in the middle, knowing that he's over there and he's feeling good. So I saw him making shots, and I was more than willing to hit that guy in the middle. And our team has done a great job of understanding that Draymond he's being tight from the weak side. They keep guys with 1 foot in the paint, and that weak side is going to be open, and we take advantage of it.
Damian, Roswell, what I see is in Bay Area. Knowing what the Warriors were able to do in Game 2 to come back and win, and Draymond Green in Game 3 starts to hit those threes down the stretch, it was a really critical time for you guys. How did you redouble the efforts there to close it out and not allow them to get defensive stops down the stretch?
I think it was in Game 2 we got away from executing the way we did the first 3 quarters of the game. Like I said, hitting that guy in the middle, just trusting the ball movement, not having hesitation on the play that we know is right, and then on the defensive end being physical. Tonight we had some fouls down the stretch. We were just a lot more aggressive. I think we played a lot smarter down the stretch than we did last game. And, we challenged them. Last game, I think we played good, and then we let up a little bit, and then they turned it on, like a championship team should and always will. And we seemed a little bit shocked by it. We slowed down. It seemed like we took a step back in shock, and, we held on to the ball a second longer. Defensively, we were on our heels, and I think tonight we didn't allow that to happen. We kept doing what was working for us.
Damian, Courtney Cronin, Bay Area News Group, how did you feel in coming back from the 0-2 deficit, what your personal role was in, providing the spark early and remaining consistent throughout? Did you kind of feel a personal responsibility that, hey, it's on me, Game 3?
I mean, I didn't think it was on me, to go win the game or anything, but I did think it was my job to come out and be aggressive from the start. A lot of times the team will go as I go, and that goes for more than just scoring the ball. That means how focused I am, how accountable I'm holding myself. And tonight, I just wanted to come out and be aggressive. You don't want to be down 0-3, period, especially not to this team. So I just wanted to come out and be aggressive and leave it all out there. And our guys follow suit, and we got it done.
Kevin Pelton, ESPN Insider. Damian came back a little earlier than usual, short rest in the second quarter. Did that change anything for you? And did you see that as kind of an opportunity to put you and CJ out there against their second unit to make up some ground?
I don't think it was about putting us against their second unit. You know, I always play the entire first quarter, and then I think I sit for like 5.5, almost 6 minutes into the second. You know, but our season is on the line. So at the end of the first quarter, I went into our coach's huddle and I said, you know, put me back in earlier than I usually go back in. So, and it was a suggestion, and you know, a minute and a half into the second, you know, he was calling my name.
Any other questions?
Howie Stahl with Salt Lake Tribune. Damian, a lot of us thought Skip Bayless's comment the other day was pretty ridiculous about you not being a star. What do you think a 40-point performance in this big a game says about your how good you are?
I mean, he can say what he wants to say. I think what I do speaks for itself. You know, I'm not a guy that's gonna come out here and talk about, you know, I do this and I do that, or I've done this and I've done that. I personally don't even think Skip Bayless has probably watched the full game of ours, you know, to even make a comment. So it is what it is. There's always going to be people that, you know, just make those type of comments just because that's who they are. But I'm proud of what our team has done this season, and you know, that's the bottom line.
One last question.
Dame, when Terry makes little tweaks like putting you back in a little earlier, putting Gerald in, what does that sort of do for your guys' trust and belief in him to adjust in these big games?
I mean, he's got our trust already. You know, I think all season long he's counted on so many different guys. He's shown his faith in so many different guys that you know, everybody on his team is behind him 100%. But when he does things like that, it shows us the urgency. You know that, you know, hey, we're gonna do stuff different because maybe this is what's best for our team. It gives us a better chance. And that's what I got from it. It was like, okay, tonight he's saying, you know, we gotta go get it. You know, it's not gonna be none of this. You come out at this time or that time. It was straight go get it mode, and I respected it.
Okay, wrap it up there. Thanks, Damian.
Wear your shoes.
Not here.